So today, me and Nemesha will be teaching you guys about nouns and adjectives. Does anyone know what a noun is? Well, a noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. Person, place, or thing, idea again. Noun kiyane namapada. It's person list ke roles in doctor, it's mother, sister, brother, firefighter. And it could also be people's names like Nemesha, Pasindulaya, and then we have places like school, ocean, Canada, country, Sri Lanka. And then you can see that there's a capital letter for the ones that are specific. And then we have things like table, computer, pencil, and we have ideas, joy, peace, honor, friendship, and freedom. So nouns are all the people, places, things, and ideas. But then we have groups of nouns. So we have common nouns, which are general, like girl, state, country, park, school, and the specific ones like Nemesha, Chapin Mills, and then it could be Canada. We have compound nouns, which are made with two or more words. So toothpaste, those are both two nouns that create a different one. And then we have rain and bow, which creates rainbow. We have singular nouns, which are exactly one of a noun. So puppy, one house, one bowl. And then the plural ones, when there's more than one of a noun, like many dishes, 2 beds, 100 flowers. Okay. And then we have some less important types of nouns. So we have countable nouns and mass nouns. Countable nouns can be counted. So we can count the number of books we have. If mass nouns, we have concrete nouns as well. So those can be seen, felt, heard, smelled, or tasted. So I can hear the cat. I can taste salt. But abstract nouns, you can't feel them, you can't taste them, hear them, smell them, or see them. So I can't taste my freedom. I can't smell power. If I 5 senses use kind of barrier. A possessive noun is a noun that owns something. So Patrick's birthday, country's freedom, industry's product. Again, a possessive noun. Collective noun is a group of things. So a family, herd, team, group, those are collective nouns. Okay, then Nemesha proper noun or common noun Vanessa.
Okay, so a common noun is something that is general and it's not capitalized, like a pencil. A proper noun is something that's specific and also capitalized. It could be a name, such as Mrs. Smith. Some common nouns are car, movie, tea, drink, website, man, school, biscuits, mountain, states, cats, mouse, oceans, and buildings. So they're very general. And then proper nouns are more specific. So a type of car is a Ferrari. A movie is Deadpool. A type of drink is Coca-Cola. And a type of tea is Earl Grey. And so on. For practice, you have to make 10 common nouns and 10 proper nouns.
Yeah, and then we have compound nouns. So a compound noun, like I said earlier, is a single noun made up of 2 or more words. So for example, we have see, which is a noun, and then we add food to, which is also a noun, and we create a new noun, which is seafood. So compound nouns can have spaces, they could be words without spaces, and with hyphens. So for example, with spaces, we have ice cream, swimming pool, bus stop, living room, and there's many more words. And then without spaces, we have classmate, greenhouse, grasshopper, lifespan. With hyphens, so hyphen is that little line in between, we have mother-in-law, dry cleaning, self-confidence, merry-go-round. So a few examples with some pictures are rain plus coat, raincoat, pan plus cake, pancake. And we have 3 more examples below. So what you have to do is you have to find compound nouns and break them up. Find at least 10 compound nouns. So as an example, we have rainbow, and when you split it up, there's rain and bow.
Okay, so there's many plural nouns. For example, the first one is regular nouns. That could be one car, one dog, one book, one house, or one apple. All you have to do to make a plural is to add an S at the end. So 2 cars, 2 dogs, 2 books, 2 houses, and 2 apples. If a word ends with an S, CH, SH, X, or Z, you have to add an ES at the end. So one bus will turn into 2 buses. One match will turn into 2 matches. One dish will turn into 2 dishes, and so on. However, there's also some exceptions. For quiz, you have to add an extra Z. So make sure you pay attention to those. If a word ends with an F or an FE, you have to remove the FE first and then replace it with VES. Some words that end with F or FE are leaf, wolf, life, and knife. So to change it, you just have to change the last 2 letters. There's also some exceptions, such as root. You just have to add an S at the end, as well as cliff. If a word ends with a vowel and has a Y at the end, all you have to do is add an S. So one day will be 2 days. One key can be 2 keys. One boy can be 2 boys, and so on. If a word ends with a consonant, so that's anything that is not an A, I, E, O, or U, and a Y at the end, you have to remove the Y and add an IES. So one city can be 2 cities. One baby can be 2 babies. One story can be 2 stories, and so on.
Yeah, and then we also have irregular nouns, which are nouns that you just have to remember how to change them to plural because they don't have a rule. So one man becomes 2 men, one child becomes 2 children, one foot becomes 2 feet, one tooth becomes 2 teeth, one mouse, 2 mice, one person, 2 people. And then for words that end in a vowel and then the letter O, we just have to add the letter S at the end. So for example, radio and zoo, you just add an S, so it becomes zoos and radios. For words that end in a consonant and then the letter O, we add ES at the end. So for hero, it becomes 2 heroes. But for this one, there are exceptions. So piano ends with an O and a consonant before it, but we only have to add the letter S. Same thing with photo. So these ones you just have to remember. And lastly, we have a group where there are no changes. So for these nouns, you have to remember this as well, because to make them plural, you keep it as it was. So one sheep is still 2 sheep. One deer can still be many deer. One fish can also be 100 fish. So to practice, you have to make a list of singular nouns and then convert them and change them into plural nouns. So do at least 10 to 15 words and try to find harder ones. So don't choose regular nouns. Try to find ones that end with F or a Y or the letter O to make it harder for you.
Okay, what is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes a noun, like all those things that Senesa was talking about. So ways to describe them are by its color, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, or brown. You can describe something by its size, whether it's small or big, huge, large, little, short, tall, or tiny. You can describe the sky by its weather. So it can be clear, foggy, dry, rainy, windy, stormy, sunny, or cloudy. You can also describe things by your 5 senses. So your 5 senses are your sight, your smell, your taste, your listening, and your touch. So you can say this alarm clock is very loud, or this mouse is very quiet. You can also say fresh, stinky, smooth, rough, sweet, and sour. There's also ways to describe things by your feelings. So you can say you're sleepy or she's quiet. So there's so many adjectives in the world. For practice, you have to find 5 adjectives that describe you.
And it could also be personality traits. So if you think you're smart, you can write that you're smart. If you're friendly, kind, helpful, those are always those are also adjectives because they still describe you.
Exactly. So for homework, all you have to do is circle the adjectives in each sentence. And then for the second one, this improves both your adjectives and your nouns. So you have to circle the adjective and underline the nouns in each sentence.
And then lastly, you have 2 paragraphs where you have to analyze the different types of nouns and adjectives. So you have to find common nouns, proper nouns, plural ones, compound nouns, possessive nouns, and adjectives. So you can color code them. Again, ratu paadana common noun, e wage wata paatadinga markanaplam, natham wata chootiයට දියනපුලම් මේ අකුරු ටික නැත්තම් ඔයාලට පුළුවන් පොතේ chart එකක් හදලා මෙතන අදාළ වචන ටික ලියා ගන්න. හරි. දැන් අපි චුට්ටක් ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරලා බලමු. Okay. Open කරමු එක. Okay. So common noun and proper noun. හොයාගමු අපි.
Oh, Senesa, we still can't see this.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So let's find the common noun and the proper noun. Remember, proper nouns are more specific. So there's less of that thing. Common means එක සාමාන්‍යයි. So එක සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි දකින දෙයක්, අහලා තියෙන දෙයක්, එක ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. Now we have Sam and man. වැඩියෙන්ම තියෙන්නේ Sam ලද, man ලද. වැඩියෙන්ම ඉන්නේ man. There are many men, but there's only a few Sams in the world. හැමෝගෙම නම Sam නෙමෙයිනේ. ඒත් ගොඩක් man ලා ඉන්නවනේ. So එක common noun එක, Sam proper එක. Okay. Kelly and woman. Which one is common? That's correct. Woman is common and Kelly is proper. Okay. Planet and Mars. Do we have many planets or do we have many Mars? We have many planets. So planet is common and Mars is proper. Ford and car. Car is the common noun and Ford is the brand, so it is a proper noun. School and Clark Elementary. School is common. There are many schools. Okay, we'll skip to 16. So read the sentence. I buy my clothes at Old Navy. So what is the common noun? I is a pronoun. Buy is an action. What is clothes? It's a common noun. And then Old Navy is the proper noun. We ate lunch at Pizza Hut. What did we do? We ate. What did we eat? Lunch. So lunch is common and Pizza Hut is proper. He goes to school at Parker Elementary. School common noun nika, Parker Elementary proper noun nika. My favorite movie is Titanic. අපිට පේනවා මේක capitalize කියලා, so අපි දන්නවා ඒක proper noun එක. ඊට පස්සේ ඒකේ ජාතිය movie එක. දැන් හැම proper noun එකටම common noun එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒත් හැම common noun එකටම proper noun එකක් නැහැ. So let's go to Starbucks for a drink. Starbucks and then drink is the common noun. Okay, the last diagram. The Denver Broncos lost their last game. Common noun, game, and proper noun is Denver Broncos. Yay! So that was the lesson about nouns and adjectives, and I hope you all understood the lesson. See you next week to learn about verbs and adverbs.
Bye.